Steps ain't no square dance.
That's all right, I dance in circles, probably around you.
Soy milk, French roast, caramel cappuccino, okay? Now, with just a splash of hazelnut, orange extract, extra foam in a separate cup. The spooner on myself because y'all never get it right. See now, Calvin, this is why black business does not succeed. We're never on time. You're always coming in late. You leave early. Look, after your mother died, I wanted to crawl into a bottle of Macallan and stay there, but we pushed through. No matter how hard it gets. So this little thought experiment was all to say what? That maybe Hitler was the right guy for the job?
Picture this. You're the heartthrob in a teen classic.
First of all, I never touched your daughter.
Then, 25 years later, you return to the exact same franchise. But this time, you're the professor handing out advice instead of the one stealing heart.
I went to be supportive because I thought it was the right thing to do. And I hadn't seen her since she left me and wrote a bestseller about it.
That's Sean Patrick Thomas for you. From Cruel Intentions to Save the Last Dance to Barbershop, his face has been a steady part of our screens for decades. And the best part? He's one of those actors who quietly became iconic without drowning in scandals or tabloid drama. So how did a kid from Delaware pull all this off? Let's rewind. Sean Patrick Thomas was born on December 17, 1970 in Washington, D.C., but grew up in Wilmington, Delaware.
We moved into Delaware and we just lived in this all-white neighborhood and we were just around a lot of white folks for most of my life.
His parents, Carlton and Cheryl Thomas, were hard-working immigrants from Guyana. His dad was an engineer, his mom a financial analyst. Translation, this was a household where education and discipline were non-negotiable. He graduated from Brandywine High School and originally set his sights on becoming a lawyer. Yep, Sean Patrick Thomas almost went full courtroom drama in real life. But then came the twist. At the University of Virginia, he auditioned for A Raisin in the Sun and got cast. That one college play flipped his whole trajectory. Suddenly, the law books didn't look nearly as exciting as the States lights.
And once I got into NYU grad acting, I thought, oh, okay, I might actually be able to do this.
He went all in, earning an MFA in drama from NYU's Tisch School of the Arts in 1995. And honestly, you can almost picture the sliding doors version of his life. In one universe, he's an attorney in a nice suit. In ours, he's Derek Reynolds making hearts race and Save the Last Dance.
Work with me.
Lucky for us, he chose Hollywood over Harvard Law vibe. Sean Patrick Thomas didn't exactly burst onto the scene overnight. His rise was more of a slow burn, the kind of grind that builds a career from Broadway to the big screen.
I was trained as a stage actor to act on stage, and so I didn't think as much about image and popularity.
In the mid-90s, he was landing small but meaningful parts. Blink and you miss him moments in Courage Under Fire and Picture Perfect, alongside stars like Meg Ryan and Matthew Broderick. He also popped up in the teen cult favorite Can't Hardly Wait, blending in with the sea of rising young actors.
There they are.
But then came Cruel Intentions in 1999.
I'm paying you to give cello lessons, not to pervert my child.
Mrs. Caldwell, I think you're misunderstanding something.
Oh yes, that movie. The scandalous teen drama dripping with betrayal, seduction, and those infamous manipulations. Sean played Ronald Clifford, the music teacher caught up in the tangled web of Ryan Phillippe, Reese Witherspoon, and Sarah Michelle Gellar's toxic playground. For many fans, this was the first time his name really stuck. Because let's be real, if you can hold your own in a movie like Cruel Intentions, you've officially arrived. 2 years later, his career exploded with Save the Last Dance. As Derek Reynolds, the ambitious student who falls for Julia Stiles' character, Sarah, Sean delivered a performance that was equal parts smooth, sensitive, and iconic.
I'm supposed to be dizzy by now, remember? All those circles danced around me.
Their interracial romance wasn't just a box office draw. It became a cultural moment. The movie grossed over $130 million worldwide, and suddenly Sean Patrick Thomas was everywhere.
But then once we got out there, it was just incredible. We definitely burned the candle at both ends many nights, and I'm grateful that I got away with that.
As expected, the awards poured in. MTV Movie Award for Breakthrough Male Performance, a Young Hollywood Award for Standout Performance, and of course, MTV's Best Kiss Award. Because yes, That kiss was everything. Almost overnight, Sean became the poster boy for early 2000s teen cinema. What followed was one of his most beloved roles, Jimmy James in Barbershop in 2002.
All right, man, let's see.
See what?
But you're saying this is who you are, this is who you're gonna be, right?
The film was a hit, balancing humor with heartfelt community storytelling. He returned for Barbershop 2, back in business, 2 years later.
The Alderman is a great mentor.
Must be nice doing what you said you always do.
And more than a decade after that, he reprised the role in Barbershop, The Next Cut.
Can't take this anymore, man. I'm out. All right. Thanks a lot, man. And you need to read the newspaper. Obama, make sure you get all that birth control that you need.
Sometimes a character just feels like family. And for Sean, Jimmy James was exactly that. Sean also kept switching things up, never letting himself be boxed into just one type of character. He faced off against Michael Myers in Halloween Resurrection.
Show some of that aggression, huh?
Showed up in The District as DA Kevin Cross, and made appearances in fan-favorite shows like Reaper, Lie to Me, and The Good Fight.
You know, we were briefed on your team before you guys came in, and I know what you can do, and it doesn't scare me.
Here's the thing though, while Save the Last Dance was a breakout, Hollywood has a funny way of pigeonholing actors, especially black actors. After such a huge moment, Sean didn't get the flood of leading roles you'd expect. Instead, he had to carve out a career built on consistency rather than constant spotlight. Some fans still believe he should have been a bigger star, but honestly, his slow but steady presence may be what kept him from burning out.
You have obligations, you have things come up, you know, you have a family. It's about that bag. So you just have to do that without losing your soul.
And let's not forget the stage.
If you can act on stage, it separates the men from the boys. You really feel like you're a legitimate craftsman, and that feels good.
Sean proved his chops in theater too, performing in Shakespeare's Othello, and even joining the Broadway revival of A Raisin in the Sun in 2004 alongside Audra McDonald and Denzel Washington.
Starting filming in a couple weeks on Raisin in the Sun with the Broadway cast, the movie version.
That's not just a credit, that's prestige. More recently, his career has taken on a second wind. In 2022, he gave a powerful performance as Gene Mobley in Till, a role that reminded audiences of his dramatic depth.
Okay, I can't go right now, but we'll try in a few days.
This is more than just something to put up on the screens for people to just get a history lesson. It's really about making that connection between when black people were first brought to these shores to 1955, what happened to Emmett Till, to now.
The following year, he joined the gritty superhero universe with Gen V, the spin-off of The Boys, where he once again showed his versatility.
I'm proud of you. I don't say that enough, but I am. You're gonna be a better polarity than I ever was.
Around the same time, he appeared in the sci-fi drama For All Mankind, proving he's just as at home in futuristic worlds.
I knew space was dangerous, but it was kind of an abstraction, you know?
As he is in street-level dramas. And then came a full circle moment. In 2024, Sean Patrick Thomas returned to the Cruel Intentions universe, but this time, not as the naive young teacher. Now he stepped into the role of Professor Allen, the kind of character that makes fans smile and say, wow, look how far he's come.
The class is called Fascism Then and Now, CC. The topic doesn't leave a whole lot of room for varying viewpoints.
Sure.
From music teacher to professor, from heartthrob to veteran actor. That's a glow up only time and talent can deliver. Through it all, Sean has stayed scandal-free, drama-free, and quietly iconic. He's not the kind of actor who chases clout or headlines. Instead, he shows up, does the work, and leaves a mark. And that's why his career feels so respected, because it's built on craft, not chaos. Hollywood relationships can be messy, but Sean Patrick Thomas has been quietly proving that stability is still possible. In 2006, he married actress Ayanaka Laurent, and the way they got there is straight out of a rom-com.
In a larger sense, we're all the same. You know, our love is just like anybody else's.
I agree. You agree? Yeah, I agree.
They actually met at a party hosted by barbershop director Tim Story and talked about fate working overtime. Their wedding was originally set for 2005, but Hurricane Katrina forced them to postpone. A real-life reminder that sometimes even the best laid plans need patience. When they finally tied the knot in New Orleans, it wasn't just a wedding. It was a love story grounded in resiliency. Since then, they've built a family together with 2 kids, Lola Jolie, born in 2008, and Luke Laurent, born in 2010.
We give our babies all of our time, all of our energy. You know, the hugs, the kisses, the wiping of the tears, everything.
What's refreshing is how normal Sean and Ayanka keep things. Sure, he's a Hollywood actor, but at home, he's the dad getting teased by his wife over football Sundays. She's a die-hard New Orleans Saints fan, while he's loyal to the Philadelphia Eagles, and the playful trash talk is just part of the package.
I'm cool with her liking her own team. That's fine. You're from New Orleans. I respect that. But do not put a New Orleans Saints jersey on my son.
Honestly, that's probably the healthiest kind of rivalry a marriage can have. And unlike so many celebrities, Sean doesn't overshare. No endless drama on Instagram, no mystery unfollows, just a couple raising their kids, showing up for each other, and keeping the glitz of Hollywood in check with real-life priorities.
You know what? Maybe take a picture.
Can you take a picture of us on my phone?
We'll take a picture.
He'll do.
Thank you.
At 54 years old, Sean Patrick Thomas has built the kind of career that's less about chasing headlines and more about creating a steady, respected body of work.
I do love you. I don't know what's wrong with me. I know you deserve better, and I want to give you better.
He's not splashed across magazines every week, but he's been a constant presence in film, television, and theater for nearly 3 decades. That kind of longevity speaks for itself. His net worth is estimated at around $1 million. Not blockbuster money, but a solid reflection of years of consistent acting, TV work, and even producing. He's got the receipts to prove his talent too. Save the Last Dance put him on the map, and he's picked up a Black Reel Award, a couple NAACP Image Award nominations, and even a Grace Award for his inspiring performances.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Screw you, I'm brilliant. And cool.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
The beauty of Sean Patrick Thomas's story is how it's still unfolding. He went from the teen movie era to serious, activism-driven projects without losing his authenticity. He may not have the flashiest career, but he has one that matters. Steady, groundbreaking in its own way, and full of heart. And in Hollywood, that's a legacy worth celebrating.